All right, so today we're going to look at some TraderXO trading setups and how you can actually enter them heading into this week. So we're going to be focusing on higher time frame levels and lower time frame execution, which is what XO really preaches in his live streams. So starting off on Bitcoin here, looking at this chart, what I see is this obvious low right here. Now, I know on some futures exchanges and stuff, this has been swept. However, I personally place the most importance on the Binance Bitcoin USDT spot market. You can see that in this area, we had this demand zone that pushed the market up. And then once we actually traded into that demand zone again, we got another huge reaction to the upside. So for right now, I think this is a good support area that's going to have a lot of stop losses down here, right? From this obvious low. So we got the higher time frame context out of the way. Let's move down to the 4 hour. So again, we have this obvious low that we're starting to trade towards, and we have a bunch of stop losses below here. But what we kind of have here on the lower time frames now is another obvious low right there where there's going to be stop losses that are going to add on to all these stop losses below the red level here. So now heading into this week, don't be surprised if we chop around for a while before we actually go for these lows right here. It's just been Bitcoin's nature recently. But what I'm really looking for to get long is not only a sweep of this new low we've created, but also sweeping below these previous lows. And what I want to see down here, you go down to a 5-minute or 15-minute chart, and what you should see pretty quickly once we dip below these levels is big wicks on the 5 and the 15-minute and a lot of volume, and it starts moving back up pretty quickly back into this little area. What you don't want to see is these lows get swept. Okay, maybe you get a little reaction, but then it starts chopping again, starts moving down, test the low again, weak bounce. Like really what I want to see from here is sweep, big volume down here, and then immediate kind of reaction back up. And if you miss this sweep, you're not at the screens or whatever, the other way I'd kind of be looking to get on board is while you look at this, you start putting in some lower time frame market structure shifts where now you're making higher lows, higher lows, higher highs. And you can kind of try and enter on a pullback. Or another thing you can do, after it sweeps, you do still want to see an aggressive move back up. But, after we see that aggressive move, if it starts chopping around, chopping, little range like that, and we leave an obvious low behind, potentially what you can do is try to look for a sweep of this low, get back inside. Same kind of principles on the 5 minutes. You have a lot of volume right there, right? Fast move back inside, and then you look for continuation. And to be honest, my target for all of this would probably be this high right here. I don't want to try and predict any huge move up, right? Bitcoin's just been super choppy lately. So if I was going to play this, try to get a sweep right here, enter a bit down here, keep entering as it moves up, building my position size, and then eventually taking most of my profit at this liquidity level right here with some stop losses above it. And just real quick, one thing I forgot to mention is if we go up into these highs first, you could play that down to this liquidity, right? I probably wouldn't. It depends. But if this gets swept first before we sweep this and move up, it becomes a little bit harder to, find a target, right? Maybe, I'd add less size on this, or I would just aim for like something in here for my exit. But yeah. Just watch out if this high gets swept first. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video and subscribe for more educational content.